For this question, harmful effect of acid rain on the environment or on living organisms. Acid rain makes sea or ocean acidic and hence kill fishes. Okay, this thing will never happen. The sea and the ocean will never become too acidic for the fishes. Okay, you probably take millions of years for this to happen because sea and ocean has too much water. Okay, so it will only make river or pond water acidic and hence kill fishes. So this is wrong because sea has too much water, okay, for it to be affected by acid rain. Okay, but for river and water, because the water volume is less, yeah, it's possible. Alright, wrong, correct. Okay, number 21. What general trend in the enthalpy changes of combustion is shown by the data in the table? It says shown by the data in the table. So there are two columns here, so you have to explain two columns. Enthalpy change becomes greater. So this part only touch on one column. Going down the alkane series, the enthalpy change increases. But how do I know this part is alkane series? Okay, going down the alkane series, the enthalpy change becomes more and more negative. No. You should not say this. So instead, you should say as the number of carbon atoms increases, the enthalpy change increases. Okay? So you have to explain both columns. And when you talk about enthalpy changes, don't say it becomes more and more negative. What do you mean by more and more negative? That means heat is being released. Okay? More and more positive. What do you mean by that? That means more and more heat is absorbed. Okay? By saying that it becomes more and more negative, you are treating this as numbers with no meaning. Okay? All this negative has meaning. What do you mean? Heat is released. If it is positive, heat is absorbed. Okay, describe the process of separating petrol and diesel by fractional distillation. Very common answer. Crude oil is heated and petrol with lower boiling point vaporizes. The petrol doesn't vaporize by itself. Okay, and then the diesel still exists as liquid. No, they would vaporize all together. All the mixture of different substances in the crude oil will vaporize at one go. Okay, the different components do not vaporize separately. So crude oil is heated and the vapor enters, the vapor, everything in the crude oil enters the fractionating column. So petrol with lower boiling point condenses high in the fractionating column. Next, diesel of high boiling point condenses at the lower part of the column. Alright, so all the components of the crude oil vaporizes together. What is a monomer? A monomer is a repeating unit. A monomer and repeating unit are very different. Repeating unit is in the polymer, but monomer means haven't become a polymer yet. Okay, so I think this definition is available in the mind map. Monomer are small molecules before they become polymer. Okay, which can be joined together by covalent bonds to form large molecules called polymer. Okay, draw the repeat unit. Draw the structure of the monomer. Okay, so this is the polymer. Okay, you can write this polymer like this, or like this, or like this. Alright, so this polymer, what is repeat unit? The part which is repeating is this part. So you draw it out. Draw the structure of the monomer. This is the structure of the monomer. Okay, remember this is repeat unit. This is monomer. For polymer, you can write like this, or like this. Okay. Okay, so remember for paper 1, do one question, sheet one question, alright? Timing, one question in 1.5 minutes. Check time every 10 questions. So 10 questions, that should be 15 minutes. Now don't take it for granted. So after your paper 2, I know after your paper 2, you have to wait for